Most people think hanging like this doesn't really do much, but once you can do it for about a minute, that's when everything starts to change. And it's not just because you increase your hold time. It's because by now, hanging itself stops being the limiting factor in your training. So you're no longer cutting your sets short because your grip gives out before your intended muscles do. And once grip is no longer an issue, you can actually get the most out of hanging exercises and your workouts. For your core, that means training abs from the most optimal position, when your abs are fully stretched, unlike other abdominal exercises on the ground where they're shortened. And for pulling movements, that means you can take advantage of what are arguably the best back exercises there are, hanging ones, without your grip giving out before your lats and biceps do. But that increased grip strength doesn't just apply to hanging exercises. It carries over to handstands, planche, and even gym ones like deadlifts, bench press, and shoulder press. Pretty much any exercise you do where grip is involved. On top of that, hanging decompresses your spine, unloads your shoulders, and takes pressure off your lower back. So you're getting a lot more than just strength benefits. That's why working towards a 1-minute hang can change your training and your results. In calisthenics, hanging from a bar is one of the most important things you can train because it carries over to everything. Pull-ups, dips, muscle-ups, levers. So when you train abs hanging, you're not just training abs, you're building grip strength, scapular control, shoulder stability, and total body control at the same time. That's extra credit. And that's this hanging challenge I have for you today. So find a place to hang and download the Thenx app right now in the App Store so that you can properly follow along and schedule this routine anytime in the future. And if you stay consistent with this challenge every week, you'll be able to hang way longer than a minute without letting go. And as you're following along, if you find yourself wanting to give up, don't. You can always let go and then jump right back up, or you can even just have your feet already touching the floor, just have the majority of your weight on your hands and supporting a little bit with your feet on the ground. Over time, as you stay consistent, you're gonna be able to do a lot more hanging and a lot less adjusting until you're doing the whole entire challenge, and then you're ready for the next one. But for now, let's lock in. We got 30 seconds for each hang and a 30-second rest in between, 6 minutes straight. The first one is just gonna be a good old-fashioned dead hang. So grab a good little grip, squeeze on your scapulas, and we're gonna hang right here. Now breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. It's good right off rip to start developing some good form. Keep your legs tight together. Point your toes if you can, if the bar is high enough. And then just relax, have a nice good grip on the bar. And don't use too much energy than you don't need to. We have 5 more seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Nice little warm up, good old fashioned dead hang. Now we're gonna start introducing different types of hangs to start developing more hanging endurance and power. So the next one we're gonna go into is dead hang scapular shrugs. Now scapular shrugs, this is like the first gear to all hanging and pulling exercises from this position. So from here, we're gonna bring our scapulas up and come right back down. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. 2, just like that. Now, not only is this gonna develop crazy grip, a lot more hanging endurance, but you're gonna develop a lot more explosive pulling strength. This move is so underrated because it looks so small and easy. But again, this is the first gear to pulling. If you have a strong scapular shrug, then the rest of the pull-up is gonna be a whole lot easier, especially if the grip is on point. So that move right there is so OP for all of those different reasons. Grip strength, hanging endurance, scapular strength. All right, next one we're gonna move on into is gonna be supinated closed grip dead hang. So we're just gonna be hanging in a supinated position. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. We have 5 seconds left. Let's get into position. Grip the bar, and let's hang. We are 2 minutes in already. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, you can still engage your scapulas here. Keep them nice and tall. Feel your back. Keep your feet tight together, and preferably toes pointed so that you stay with clean form and less movement, less wiggling around. 3, 2, and 1. Simple as that. Now, if you do this every day, hanging is gonna feel so effortless. And the more effortless it becomes, of course, everything you're doing from a hanging position, whether it's working on your abs or pull-ups, as I mentioned at the intro, is also gonna become a lot more effortless. All right, so the next one we're gonna get into is gonna be open to close dead hang. This is gonna be fun. So this one's gonna be a bit more challenging. Those were all a bit of a warm-up. Now we're gonna go from a dead hang, we're gonna open up and then close up. So let's get to a hang position. We can close, open. Now you can swing your body if you want to open and close, or you can stay in at one spot, just open, close, open. But it helps if you have more momentum, just like this. And you're using more of like your scapula to pull yourself up. See, you go like this, open wide. As you come in, you open close, and so forth, and open wide. So play with that one. All right, next we're gonna get into a normal dead hang again. Should feel your hands definitely on fire if you're not used to this, and that's totally okay. The more you do this, the more adapted your hands are gonna get to this. You're really not gonna feel any pain at all in your hands. So just stick with it. Trust me, this gets so much easier. And this is a crazy hack. Here we go, just hang. For insane pulling power. It's just often neglected because again, it just seems like you're not doing much, just hanging here. But there is so much benefits, as I mentioned before, to doing this. And your pulling power, you're gonna see, is gonna make a huge difference if you do this at least once a week, at the very least. But if you can make this into a morning routine, even better, especially if you're already weak at pull-ups, or you find yourself struggling to hang on the bar, this is a total game changer. All right, the last one, I want you to pick your favorite one. And you know what, this time, let's go for a little longer than a dead hang. Actually, you know what? For this last one, let's go for normal dead hang, but let's try to reach a minute, okay? Here we go. Lock in. If you need to touch the floor, that's okay too. Here we go. Now, what's so great about this is that we're reducing the rest time and we're increasing the endurance. So every 30 seconds, we're hitting it for another 30 seconds. That's gonna get our bodies super conditioned, super adapted to just hanging on the bar, our grip. Our forearm strength, we're halfway there. Just lock in, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you need to touch the ground, that's fine. Jump back up. 15 more seconds. Point those toes, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Here we go, last couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, just like that, we hit a minute hang. Now you're on your way to building some solid back, pulling, and grip strength. Not to mention the shredded abdominals you're gonna get just from hanging or doing anything hanging. So congratulations to everyone that got through this with me. Stick to this challenge on a weekly basis and you're gonna see hanging is gonna become effortless. Then you guys are ready to take it to the next level. If you want a part 2 to this video, just comment down below if you want me to make one to hang even longer or if you want a video on what to do with this hanging power. I can make every single one of those videos and even make a workout playlist for you guys. You just gotta let me know down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, download the Thenx app right now in the App Store. It's absolutely free. You can get this routine as well as access to all my workout routines, getting you in the best shape of your life and teaching you the most advanced calisthenic skills like the human flag, muscle up, full planche, and so much more. I also go live now in the Thenx app where you can join me on my workouts and calisthenic seminars. All you gotta do is just download the Thenx app for free right now in the App Store. That's it for today, guys. Let's run this hang challenge again tomorrow. But if you're still not done working out, check out this other video that's gonna have you in the best shape of your life. And I'll see you next Monday, 10 a.m. with a brand new video. Subscribe right now if you haven't already. My love. Peace out, baby.